The last man standing. Who they, baby? What it do, everybody? This is the SBS, the Super Biased Sports Show, a place where a fan can be a fan no matter how biased their take is. I'm one of your hosts, AFC Burrow, aka B-Rob. I'm here with a bunch of other dope guys. I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
What up? What up? What up? It is your boy Tea Time here. Off season is here. Let's go.
Hey, it's your boy the Bonnet. You know, off season is here.
Bills Mafia, Pedro here. It is what it is. Let's get it.
Hey, man. I just want to say.
Never off season.
Look, hey, I just want to say today was a defensive showcase from teams around the league. And I just want to say, man, to them bettors out there that had the Buffalo Bills of five and a half. Yeah, 5.5. Listen, all season, the Bengals been covering the spreads. I would have never done that. But other than that, man, I mean, I know how y'all feeling. Y'all know how I'm feeling. So
it is what it is.
Hey, look. I will say this though. I did not think that we will beat the Bills the way we beat the Bills. I ain't my glasses clear. I didn't think we was gonna beat the Bills the way we beat the Bills. Honestly, y'all see me in the chat. I wasn't worried. I was nervous. I'm sitting there like, bruh, it's the Bills, bruh. Like they put up 30 plus just stepping on the field. And we held them to their lowest point total in the entire season. Yeah. That's Ludini, baby. That's Ludini. That's Ludini, man. It's Ludini, man.
We'll definitely
Pedro,
get to that topic.
Oh, you want to save it?
I was gonna save it for the thing, but yeah, man. All right, I'll let you have your little moment of shine right now.
I can still shine.
You can shine. Let it
look,
shine. It is what it is right now.
I will say this. One thing I will say when it comes to Josh Allen, soon as we got that lead, I could feel when the second half rolled around, we were gonna start playing that same drop 8 defense that we play against Mahomes versus Josh Allen. And honestly, no team has been up on the Bills this season to be able to even run a look like that. So like towards the second half and towards the end of the game, when you see Josh Allen just sitting back in the pocket, all the running lanes open, his refusal to hit the check down, and him looking for the, because he got to make plays at this point, just like how we put Patrick Mahomes in them same situations. I will honestly say, just like how people thought it was a fluke for the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl last year when we first brought out the drop 8 coverage, Josh Allen seen this, I want to say probably for his first time. And you seen the throws that he had to make. Now, Josh Allen got the cannon. It was some throws where I was like, come on, defense, bro. This dude wide open. But, man, Joe Burrow, man, it makes it.
I'll say one thing. I mean, like, you could tell, like, in the first quarter, the life was sucked out of us when you guys were up like 14-0. Like and there was just no coming back. Like you could, how you could just feel when like the energy is low, and we never could recover from that. And I understand that's like something, it's not analytically, but you can just tell. Like, and we tried. And the Bills organization tried. Like, there's the dude from the NFL Network. He was there trying to hype us up. There was a showing of DeMar. He was at the stadium.
Yeah.
But we just never could get that, like, I guess that mindset. And you could tell. And I was going to say this later on, but you could tell the Bengals wanted it more than the Bills. Point blank.
Well, let me ask you a question, right? So, from the TV broadcast, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. You could hear them the T every time T Higgins caught the ball, and then the Bengals chant. Like you could literally hear it through the TV. Was it loud?
Yes.
Like, was it really loud like that?
Yes.
While you was
So
Damn.
everyone, Yosh came to show out. As you can see, like, hey, everybody, shout out to all the shorts that happened.
Mhm.
It was I've been to countless Bills games. I've never seen so many Bengals fans at a Bills game, like, or just an opposing team. It
Lot of
was
orange and black.
legit. Yeah, it was legit
Nah,
half and half.
nah,
I would say.
That's how they was. That's how they was in Dallas. No.
Oh
lie.
yeah. We was flooded in Dallas. I ain't gonna lie, we was
Yeah.
flooded in
I
Dallas.
was
We traveled.
like-
We traveled.
I was like, is
We-
this
hey,
a
look,
home
we
game for
lost,
us?
but we
Hold on,
traveled.
John. Hold
Right.
on, John.
No, but yeah, it was
we traveled
definitely
well, but
it was crazy. And like, we all have them what is it? Because of the whole DeMar and everything, like, there's mad love we have love for each other, but
we definitely got love for each other.
But it just, like I said, we didn't come to play. Josh Allen said it in his post-game interview too. Like, we just didn't have it. And I'll bring some more stats about the post-game interview when it's time for us to talk about the Bills and stuff. But with that being said, hey, everybody that's coming into live and everything. Yeah, definitely. I see some stats and everything. John right here, first comment, says, how about them Cowboys? I don't know if you want to get into that real quick. Just a quick little something.
No, y'all might as well rock with y'all. We already in the Bills Bengals one. We might as well go through it.
Yeah,
Cowboys is the Cowboys. I ain't about to. Y'all know I ain't about to get dragged into that.
So yeah, no. There's been reports too with like I said, we already know one of our players that has wanted a Super Bowl more than I feel like anyone on the team, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
He was pissed.
He
was arguing with Josh. He was arguing with Josh Allen. He left as soon as it says 0-0-0. He left the stadium. Duke Johnson had to call him back. He went in for one team meeting and then he just left right after that. So obviously, with that being said, I mean, with everything he's gone through, just give him a couple days. And I'm not saying everything be squeaky clean, but hey, it's an emotional ride.
At a time like that, emotions is running high. Like, emotions is running high. So at the end of the day, you can't really fault him for wanting to, for being upset. His emotions is running high. Like, I mean, aside of what happened in the game, this was supposed to be y'all year. Y'all had everything, everything.
They were the Super Bowl favorites from preseason.
Yeah, like everything was in motion. Y'all rolling through the season, in the season on an 8-game win streak. Like, I'll be frustrated too. Like, honestly, if I'm a player, man, I'll be dumb frustrated.
With that being said, Ramon, we were the Super Bowl favorites, but it's not like every team went through injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We had some huge injuries with Von Miller and everything like that. No excuses at all, but obviously it did hurt us. And then especially within this game, we had Trey White and Poyer hit each other.
That was friendly fire, though.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, that was
my boy T.
That was really
dodged one. He dodged
the icing.
One.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, he dodged one.
It looked like Trey actually. And you know what the messed up part about that whole play? We got a flag on that for pass interference, and it looked like Trey really just saved T's life. What it looked like, he pushed him out the way, and then them two collide. So it is what it is. But look, obviously 2020 vision. Look in hindsight. I mean, going as far back as the Patriots game, we've been kind of struggling, you know what I mean? Especially with the turnovers and everything. Luckily, we had no turnovers today, but we also didn't have.
I can't even count that last one for Josh Allen.
Right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was just.
The only reason, because I mean, it was like last play, like one of those. It's a minute left in the game. It's not like it was impacting whether the game. I will say this though, it was a fumble that they should have called a fumble. Like, they should have called that one a fumble. Like, just because Mike hit, I ain't gonna lie. And this is why I say second half Lou is a real thing. Second half Lou start blitzing Mike Hilton off of the edge, and that boy was smacking Josh Allen. Like,
Smidak.
He was smacking Josh Allen. So I know for a fact Josh was feeling him. And if I was at the stadium, I would have been like, because look,
you could tell, like
I've seen Joe Burrow under pressure from Dallas earlier this year. I mean last year. And it's not pretty. It's like it's not sexy at all. You see them always constantly getting into the backfield. I was pissed because we could have had like keep it a buck. We could have had like 10 sacks this game. Because it was like almost every other play we in the backfield. But it's one thing that's why I could say about the elite quarterbacks, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. I even put Deshaun Watson in this category. When you try to sack them boys in the backfield, it is difficult, man. Them boys are slippery, right? So it was a lot of plays where Josh was just extending them just off of like pure skill and talent. Like I tip my hat off to them guys because y'all played, but
the thing too
we
was
looked unstoppable.
Well, like we were playing zone defense, like the first whole half. Like we should have been playing man at some point in time, but we never went to man with any of your boys. You know what I mean? Like there was clearly guys wide open. You know what I mean? At least 5-6 times.
Yeah.
And Joe was finding them, you know?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, right? If you think about it, it would have been best for y'all to play zone, considering the fact that y'all went down another safety that game, right? So now you got, I think number 4, you got a new safety coming in. Y'all trying to get him to run splits, so the communication is a little bit off for him. And then you're either flip-flopping between Kyer Elam and then the other corner. So running man, wouldn't have been the best like situation. On top of the fact that it's snow. So like for us, we rarely run man, right? Because we play a whole lot of zone. Like, and that was our biggest thing, is if we could stay in the zone, then we got a chance at beating you guys. Because if we had to play man, we wasn't gonna be, I like Cam Taylor Britt. I love Eli Apple and his energy, but trying to play man against Gabe Davis, who's bigger than our corners, trying to play man against Stephon Diggs, who's a route specialist, it just would have been like horrible for us. But I was surprised that there was like no Dawson Knox showing. That was like the biggest thing for me. Like, I rarely see him in the game, like making plays. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that I thought he was gonna have a touchdown on Dax Hill though.
What'd you say again?
Knox.
Oh, I thought you said Delson Schultz. I was like, he played for the Cowboys.
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was in there but as blocking, it seemed like for the most part. Yeah, no big plays, no nothing to him, it seemed like. So yeah, it is, like I said, it is what it is. In theory, I mean, this sums up our whole game today, I feel like.
Yo, who played that, bro? That ain't even true.
Hey.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I went on Twitter and I literally seen that, and I was like, bro. But yo, Supermind said you guys are the new media super bias. I don't know if you trying to say that negatively or positively.
I appreciate it. That's the name of the show. Thank you. Yo,
yeah, appreciate it.
Yo, B-Rob, check your phone real quick.
What I'm looking at.
That was me.
Yo, everybody that's in here, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Make sure y'all hit the like button.
Wait, I'm confused.
Share this and hit the subscribe button. We appreciate y'all.
Oh,
we appreciate y'all. I think Superior Minds is shouting us out. He says, "Shout out Super Bias. You guys are the new media Super Bias." So now I think he's giving us a shout out. Yo, we respect that.
I appreciate it. Superior Minds.
We respect that. Yeah. Yo, John gave us a shout out. He said, "Real talk, everybody team made the playoffs. So hats off. It's a lot of teams that didn't make it that far. So
that's a fact.
Respect. As sad as we might be, we still get to be hyped. We get to be hyped. We made it.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, big huge shout out to everybody that's pulling up to the live stream. I can honestly say, y'all be rocking out with us when we do these live streams. It's a cool, dope place. We definitely gonna start getting y'all on some of these streams. Just so that way y'all could talk y'all junk. And even though we're named as super biased, a lot of times we aren't. Other than Ramon, we're not being biased.
Yeah. Now we try to keep it 100.
Yeah. Facts. But yeah, overall, I definitely say it was a good game. Pedro, I was honestly, as much as like Bills defense DVOA is, I was surprised how we was moving the ball. I was really shocked at how Joe Mixon was running the ball. To me, that was the game changer for me. Like Joe Mixon running the ball. I haven't seen Joe Mixon run the ball like this since the Carolina game, bro. Like,
and I hate to say this because, and I know was a trend. He's about to call me out on this. The weather really played a huge. Usually when it snows like that, you want a running game and stuff like that. Yeah. And it like
y'all don't got no running back. That's your problem.
Well, no, like even so, like a couple of the like what's his name? Your tight end Hurst. He was catching the ball left and right and freezing our DBs. Like just had them at standstill for whatever reason. They call him, I don't know if that was the footing or what it was, but
they call my boy Garnet Thor. They call him Garnet Thor. They call him Garnet Thor.
I don't understand.
That's right, Devin. It sure did.
How does the Buffalo Bills get home field advantage, and then the snow is the reason that y'all lost the game? Something ain't right about it.
Look. I said
no, but like I mean, honestly. So this is the thing. This is the thing right here. I mean, yeah. Technically, it's our home field and everything, but the snow is the snow, regardless. You know what I'm saying? What would you? Let me ask you a question. All right, you played football before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're a defensive player, right? Regardless of where you're at, snow is snow, right? So
that's true.
I guess that's my thing. I'm not saying it just.
This is why I brought it up. This is why I brought it up. Because when y'all played Miami,
I'm just gonna say one thing. So that's a different thing. I know what you're going at, and I'll get to that. My thing is that with snow, it plays a bigger advantage to the offense. That's the only thing I'm getting at. With that being said, and because we have no running back, and we were just playing for, I wouldn't say no offense, but you know what I mean? Like
it's one dimensional when you really look at it. Y'all defense, I'm gonna say this. I mean, I'm sorry, not y'all defense. Y'all offense look like Dallas offense. Right?
I ain't gonna lie. What was our offense? We held y'all to 6 yards in the first quarter.
You're right.
I
2 for 4.
That's what I'm saying. It's one dimensional. If you don't have a running back,
you're right.
You cannot expect Josh Allen. Like as much as I heard them talk about, he's about to be Superman. Why you can't expect him to do that? Like you got to put people around him. Like you gave him Diggs, okay, cool, but you don't have a running back. Like the whole point of y'all having home field advantage is to be able to run the ball. Y'all used to the cold because when Bills fans are like, Miami's coming up, we're going to destroy them because they can't play in the cold. This means that y'all built to play in the cold, but really y'all wasn't built to play in the cold. You can't have home field and then get aired out by Cincy. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Y'all were Super Bowl favorites, which is surprising to me because Cincy made the Super Bowl last year, but they had Buffalo as Super Bowl favorites. So it's like, to me,
when you add Von Miller, it will do
right.
It can make a big difference.
You got to think that was before the season. That's including no injuries for anyone. You know what I mean? Like, so technically, if we were at 100%, do I think we would have beat you guys? Yes, I do. But we weren't at 100%, and I'm not saying that you guys were at 100% either. But if we would have had the Von Miller, if we would have had the Jordan Poyer, if we would have had Micah Hyde, you know what I mean?
I think
it would have been a different game.
If we're gonna talk about fully healthy, we got to bring in my boy Cheetah Bear-Woozier because when
y'all missed your whole offensive line.
I was gonna say when Cheetah was in the game before Cheetah got injured, he was one of the highest graded corners in PFF, like having a Pro Bowl season. La'el Collins, Alex Kappa, and what's the name? Jonah Williams. That's 4 people that's like really big that's out for us as well. So if we going full power, we win. No disrespect to the Bills, but we win against a better defensive line in the Super Bowl, and we got a better
all
offensive line.
All disrespect.
No. It ain't no disrespect.
I'm here for it tonight.
So and that was just mainly because they have Von Miller and they had Von Miller and Touchdown. So in my mind, if we were like full strength, I won't say like advantage Bills. I would say it'll still be like an even matchup in my mind.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like so your offense played amazing. Our defensive line made y'all offensive line look incredible today. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all played against a backup. So imagine what their starters would have looked like.
But I don't think we were full strength with the Von Miller. We had what's his name?
Well, shoot, Giants was at full strength, so I'm good then. I'm good.
We ain't get to y'all yet. Y'all got,
it was NFL versus high school.
I want to point out something because I said this in, I don't know if it was another live stream or if I said this in another video, but I said out of all of the like in the AFC, the teams out of the Bills, Bengals, and the Chiefs, I said the Bengals is the only team where we don't need Joe Burrow to be a superhero in order to win games. I said that with the Bills, it got to be Josh Allen doing his thing for them to get it done. For the Chiefs, same thing with Mahomes. If those two guys are not on their A game, the game is going to be really tough. But when it comes to the Bills, and I'm not here in the chat, but on Twitter, people laughed at us when Joe Burrow only had less than 210 yards against the Ravens. And I try to tell people, I'm like, yo, them divisional matchups is tough. And then on top of it, it's not going to look sexy all the time with Joe Burrow.
The Raven defense is different, though.
We don't need Joe Burrow to look sexy in order for us to get a dub.
Y'all defense was looking like the Ravens defense out there today. The hard hitting and all that.
Well, look, that's 100% Lou. Mike Williams, not like Mike Williams, but Mike Hilton, bro. He up there with my favorite slot corners, bro, because dude was heading.
That boy Eli Apple had himself a game today.
Do you still feel like the AFC has the next 5 Super Bowls?
As long as you got him, that's 5, okay? Look, today, Brew.
I'm just trying to see what y'all see because the AFC don't look good.
Look, I will say this: the NFC, y'all got defense, but the AFC today showed that it's Joe Burrow and then everybody else.
On the AFC side,
on everybody else. Listen, on the AFC side, yeah. Because before I was putting Mahomes, and sometimes I put Josh Allen.
We got some questions in here, though.
Mahomes and Josh Allen both have lost to Joe Burrow in the same season. And as far as it goes, as of right now, today, Joe Burrow has not lost to Mahomes. It's Mahomes and Josh Allen, and then way up here is Shiesty Joe. He proving it.
I wish I could say something today. Hit me up tomorrow. Hit me up on Tuesday's live. I'll say something. Not today. I can't.
Tuesday we gonna come back.
Nah, Stephon Diggs. Hey, with Stephon Diggs, yeah, he's okay. He's an emotional dude. You know, in a good way. You know, he has that passion.
From Cali, bro. They wear their emotions on their sleeve because they put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, 100%.
He pissed, and I can understand too.
Look at his career. He's always been that one game away. So yeah, of course he's got it. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
think about it when he was with Minnesota. Yeah, so it's like,
Well, if he's gonna continue on that trend, he might as well just come to Dallas and play with his brother. Because we always one game away. At least come be warm, play with your bro.
All right, let's move on to the next game because I don't think this is gonna take that long anyway.
This ain't gonna take too much. I could do this one for y'all. We didn't play. They had high schoolers in there yesterday, and
don't do that.
Yeah,
don't do that. They have
matter of fact, no. We had injuries.
Oh my gosh! Look, I will say this: I was disappointed at the New York Football Giants because I'm sitting here thinking, we talked all last week. Yo, them division games, they tough. Yeah. This did not look tough, bro. This did not look tough. In all chat, Ramon was quiet, even though y'all was out watching the game. Trenton is in the chat, but Ramon is in the chat.
That's because I was there dealing with Johnny and Marquez.
Listen, I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope Ramon is okay. Because
we get. I said this before. D-Hop is coming to New York. Watch out.
Yeah. I think he should come to New York too.
I think Jerry gonna put in his request for him. Jerry know what he needs. Jerry needs another receiver.
He's gonna be the most wanted wide receiver this offseason, okay. Steroids and all.
Hey, that's Jerry type of player. He like cheaters. He like cheaters and women beaters. So that's his type of player. No, I mean, first of all, if you watch the Bonnet's videos, he'll have you believing he was doing this all year. He was throwing these fours all year. He had us believing like we were counting the Giants out, and then eventually he had us believing like, yo, you know what? They might actually have a shot. And then it was him and one other Giants fan in that bar last night. Them dudes was silent. Like Eagles fans was in there heavy. And
heavy.
I mean, they didn't have nothing to brag about.
We didn't do it. We didn't do nothing. I'm gonna put my pride aside. Eagles, y'all did y'all thing. It was an old-fashioned butt whooping. It wasn't even fair. I'm happy we scored a touchdown at least. At least
that was a garbage time. That was a garbage time. That don't matter. That was garbage.
It wasn't really garbage time. It was in the third quarter.
That was garbage time.
The game was over in the second quarter, so that was definitely
that was garbage time at that point. That was
but we're gonna get our offensive line right because now we have the coach, and once we get that wide receiver, our defense cannot be on the field for 90 minutes in the first half.
Yo, but to me, it wasn't even the fact that your offensive line was bad because I mean, you okay. If you think about it, y'all are going up against the team that has the most sacks in the NFL. And I'm talking about not by a close one. The second team behind the Eagles is 15 sacks less than them, right? So you're going up against one of the best defensive lines as a unit in the NFL. It was a lot of plays where y'all was holding them boys off. And yes, that's because they did put a lot more.
They didn't want the Giants to win Supermines. They didn't want them to win. That's all right. Though.
But as long as I feel like if y'all get some wide receivers that teams have to respect, where they have to play two safeties,
they was playing
where they have to get out the nick
press and blitz. They was playing Madden, the Madden defense on us, bro.
Yeah,
press and blitz.
Yeah,
that's all because the receivers couldn't get open.
Yeah, no, like. In my mind, I don't think that and on top of it, you gotta remember, y'all just got a rookie tackle, so he's only gonna get better with experience. Neil, he's gonna be good. He's gonna hold it down.
He's our best.
He's just young. Like he's just young. So to me, it wasn't even that your offensive line was bad. It's just y'all going up against one of the best defensive line units in the NFL.
Not just that, and then once they blitzed, that was it. Y'all didn't blitz much, but when y'all did, that was it. They got there like this.
Listen, they was out there rushing 4, and they thought they was getting blitzed.
It was
yo, you know that meme where they be saying like you thought you was getting jumped, but you just getting beat up by one person.
Yo, it was like in Rush Hour when Chris Tucker was like, which one of y'all hit me?
Right. Yep.
Yo, there's all the offensive line on that one, but we just need wide
I had to say a prayer for Danny Dimes last night. Like I legitimately feel bad for that man because I feel like the New York Giants organization has no love or respect for him. Dude be out there just getting assaulted, like straight up abused on national TV, and they do not help him out whatsoever. Like, I feel bad for him. Like, I mean, I don't even like the Giants, but I feel bad.
I ain't gonna lie. This year, really made me like Danny Dimes, though. I can honestly say, because think about it, right? And this is no shot at Pedro. When Brian Dabble was the offensive coordinator at Buffalo, Josh Allen turnovers wasn't that high. Soon as he left,
who said this? The last video
soon as he left, Josh Allen turnovers go up, Daniel Jones turnovers go down.
Free Saquon.
Who said that though?
Dabble,
who said that a week ago?
You did.
And somebody was at me.
You
did. Who said that?
Yo, I will say this. Daniel Jones has been efficient. I can honestly say I am interested to see what the Giants will look like with some legit wide receivers.
Boy, it's gonna be a problem.
Because they was looking good in some spots this season. Like everybody thought it was gonna be the AFC West that had 3 teams in the playoffs. NFC East said, nah, this is that old-fashioned football, baby.
Yeah, I see this. Yeah, I see Superior Mind said Danny Dimes ain't it, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
So
man.
you are saying you are comparing Josh Allen.
I'm not comparing. I'm just giving a relative perspective on the turnovers, not the player, the turnovers.
Because what he was saying was that Josh Allen was less than Danny Dimes. That's what he was saying.
What he's saying is different from what I'm saying, okay?
Okay.
what he's saying is different from what I'm saying.
I never said he's less than Danny Dimes. I said, look at the numbers.
You said Danny Dimes is greater than Josh Allen.
Not so long ago, you just told us that Danny Dimes.
Oh, he's baby goat.
Josh Allen and Lamar.
Dimes is undefeated in the playoffs.
And now he's not, though. He's 1-1. He's 1-1. Hey,
so
he exited the same round as Josh Allen did.
Come to the couch, Cowboys, Giants, and Bills. Oh man, look at. Hey, we chilling. We got a big sofa. We chilling. 3 of us. We got our popcorn ready.
No, yeah. I'll be honest with you. Like before we even got Dable, I was a little unsure about him just because of his track record. He was a assistant coach with Bill Belichick, and then he went to Alabama. I think it was with Miami for a little bit.
I think he was just Oklahoma for a second too.
Was he? Yeah, I know he was with 2 seasons with Alabama. Yeah. So, I mean, he was just moved around a lot and never really. Honestly, I really never really heard too much about him, so I was unsure about him. No, but yeah, he definitely improved Josh Allen with play calls and stuff like that. Everyone thought that the OC that we got currently right now would just be a good fit just because he was our QB coach last year. And
I mean, y'all definitely put up more points per game this year than last year.
Right.
Which
right,
I think that's why Josh Allen really advocated for was okay with the new OC because he knew that you guys are going to be pushing the ball down more. And we know Josh Allen. He want to sling that thing.
Right. And last year, Josh Allen was managing the game a little bit more. But he wanted to be a gunslinger.
Yo, look, I will say this.
He ain't built for that. He ain't built for that.
I will say this.
He is built for that. He is definitely built for that.
That game, because one thing about the Bengals defense is they're going to force you to be patient. They're going to force you to be patient. And it was a lot of times Josh Allen just refuse to hit the check down. Like, just refuse to hit the check down. And it's just like when we play Kansas City.
They control the time. Yeah.
They refuse to run the ball sometimes. So it's like, all right, we're going to force you to be patient. You don't want to hit the check down? You want to run the ball? All right. We'll turn these long drives into 6, 7, 8 minutes. This must be a Patriots fan in here. This got to be a Patriots fan. This got to be a Patriots fan.
I ain't saying that Josh Allen is trash. Now he ain't trash.
Josh definitely
not trash. You gotta name your team, bro. You gotta name your team.
You can't say Josh Allen is trash.
He looked like a Baltimore. He's a Baltimore fan. I'm assuming.
You definitely can't say.
Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad.
I thought the snow would play in Buffalo's favor. I guess they hate the snow too.
Hold on. Because I seen a lot of people talking about the snow. I seen a lot of people that talking about the snow. If you guys don't know anything about Cincinnati Stadium is in Ohio, and we sit right next to a lake. We don't get as much snow as Buffalo. But our fields get covered in the snow as well.
Yeah.
There's 2 snow teams playing against
You-
each other.
you-
So
you-
we
you're
was both
absolutely
in
right.
our element.
So
And plus,
Cincinnati is by far the better team then.
I'm not. What I'm saying is
in the
all
snow.
AFC,
In the
and,
snow,
then
yes.
and then to add
Yes.
to it, all of the AFC North teams play in cold climate conditions. We was built for this too. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, we know that. We just wondering what
No,
happened.
no,
to
but
Buffalo.
no, I think with this comment, yeah, definitely. I thought it would play in our favor too, but clearly it didn't. I mean, I there's nothing I can say about it. Like I wish I'll be honest with you, like this game, I wish I had like something to take from it, but there was very little to take from it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I mean, I
Johnny
can't think
Davis.
of too much. You need to get muted again. That's what you need to do. But,
This dude,
man.
make the playoffs with Danny Dimes for the first time on his
Don't know how to
5th
act.
year. Not his 4th, his 5th year.
Now this is 4th year.
Nah, I thought y'all picked the. Oh, y'all didn't pick up the 5th year.
Now we didn't
contract.
pick it up.
That's
That's
a
why he gonna get paid.
fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Y'all didn't pick up the 5th year contract. My fault.
3
My
decades.
fault.
Yo, so Superior Minds is a Cowboys fan. Yo, shout out to you, man. Yeah, hey, hope
that's
you. Hope
that's
you.
why he talking real crazy. That's why. All right.
Hey, listen. At the end of the day, we all on the couch with y'all. But if I'm pointing the right direction, hold on. Let me make sure. These 2
Like
teams
you don't even point here. It wasn't a game.
got aired out. Like at least we ain't get aired out. Like we were supposed to get aired out. Like y'all, the Giants are supposed to get aired out too. But the Bills were not supposed to get aired out. Like Dallas, from what everybody said, since 49ers were supposed to run it all over us, we couldn't contain them, this, and that. It was a close game. We still had a shot, and our offense didn't show up. Like our offense is still chilling in Dallas. Like they didn't come to San Fran. Our defense played, but our offense is chilling. Like Dak went right back to his normal thing.
He said
know what
our
I mean?
offense was still chilling in Dallas.
Yeah, they still in Dallas. They plane got delayed or something because I don't know what happened. But still, we played better than anticipated. Y'all already know if y'all watch the videos or y'all follow the SBS, you already know I'm the only one on this show that haven't said nothing about Cowboys in the Super Bowl because I knew what we was. Like I had us winning this game because I had faith, but I had us getting blown out or whooped by the Eagles next week. So San Fran just saved us from that, and we'll just see the Eagles next year.
One thing. Any of y'all that are not subs right now, go ahead and click that notification bell and that sub icon, and we'll greatly appreciate it, man. Grind to 1,000 after this.
Yo, I will
help us
say
get to
this
1,000.
before we move on to our next game. Yo, my NFC bracket is still perfect, baby. It's still perfect.
You had us losing tonight?
Mine is too.
Yeah, I had the 49ers making it.
Okay.
My AFC is still perfect.
Because remember, I said it's going
I
to be
was about to say your
close game. It could
NFC
go
is definitely
either
not
way.
perfect.
Yeah, Bonnet been his whole bracket is shit.
Now my AFC is still perfect.
Oh yeah, my AFC is holding strong.
Today's your first loss, right? With the Cowboys?
Only one. I only missed one game.
Yeah. Everybody else is shot.
Which one? Which game we going to?
You want to just tackle yesterday's game real
Cowboys?
quick?
Oh, hold on.
Now
No, I was gonna
let's-
say you want to just
Jack
tackle.
Chiefs.
Going to
Yeah, so I was gonna say do Jags one.
Wait. Before we even say this, who wrote
Jags versus Chiefs. Yeah, because Chiefs. That ain't how you spell Chiefs.
Yeah, that ain't how you spell cheese.
I'm gonna answer this
illiterate,
question
my
real
bad.
quick. I'm gonna answer this question real
Oh,
quick
yeah,
while
do
y'all
your
figure
thing,
out how to do that. Let me see. Viral AJ said, "Real question is Maher going to have a job after this playoff run?" Listen, man, I
Hold
legitimately
on, before you answer this, because it's gonna change the tone of your answer. You know who this is, right?
nah.
That's Austin.
Austin. Oh my God, I do know who this is. Austin. All right. I'm gonna still keep my same answer. But I'm gonna say this: y'all better get that boy a bottle because it's past his bedtime. But I'm gonna say this: when Maher went to kick that first kick, me and my brother was like, "Yo, I'm not watching." And then it got blocked, and I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" But then
At least it was
he
blocked.
actually kicked it. Yeah, we was praying and praying and praying, and I think so. You gotta think about it. This is Maher's second run in Dallas. His first run ended this same exact way. Like it was even worse because he was missing, and they didn't care at all. Like they just let him rock. It was really bad. So this is his second run, and I think this is it. Like I think they got to go find somebody else. Dallas got to make some moves, man. Like
So
you know,
let me ask
did better
you
than what we were
this though.
supposed to, but yeah.
But during the regular season, he was like perfect, wasn't he? He didn't have
He
a
was
bad
lights out.
regular.
But this
I
is
wish
but
he
this
would have
is
missed.
exactly.
I wish he would have missed the second game of the season.
Yeah.
Shoot.
This is how he did it,
He
though.
looked money
This is
then?
how he did it. Yeah, this is what he did before. So it's no different. Like I think he's done. I mean, knowing Jerry though, Jerry is loyal, so he'll hold on. Like I mean, y'all saw how long Jason Garrett was our coach, so he'll rock out with him.
He said they look like he.
No, he was gonna miss it. He was gonna miss it.
Yeah.
The
'Cause
block
that thing
was just a
moving
bit.
left.
It was.
Yeah.
He was like the Bills
Like, yo,
kicker.
he
Wide left,
kicked.
wide
He
right.
kicked
That's
into
he was
the
all
block.
in
Like
that
he
bit.
literally kicked into the block.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
funny too because like on on one of the sporting betting sites, they actually had, I've never seen it before. It was like 5,000 to 1 him missing any kick or any PAT all game.
Yo, he was. Did y'all see him though? That man was in his head though. Like
Yeah.
First of all, before the game, San Fran was disrespectful, and they was over there messing with the man and all that. Like that's why I feel like our defense came out really playing. But it's just the Dallas thing. Like you will not ever get both the offense and defense to come out and play right. You're gonna get one or the other. And tonight we got one, and that was it.
Yeah, I was about to say because if the offense played as well as that defense did, boy, this game would have been ugly for San Fran.
Yeah.
I can honestly say because the defense, man, y'all wasn't letting up anything in the beginning. And I even messed. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a field goal kind of game because it just felt like it. But then
this is what I was saying about San Fran. Like we exposed them. Like we didn't win, but we exposed them. Everybody was pumping up San Fran. Oh my God, they're dominant. They're gonna do this. And they didn't do nothing. Like they got exposed. They have not played against a real team all year. Look at what happened when they got matched up against show up, and we still had a chance to win this game. So it's like, nah, like they're gonna get aired out by Philly. Like I wholeheartedly believe that, and I'm not saying that now because we lost to them. Like I've always said this, San Fran is gonna get aired out by Philly, and like I don't see it. Philly gonna do. They're gonna win by 2 touchdowns. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Philly run scheme looks unstoppable.
Clip this. Yeah, they gonna whoop on them.
Yeah, Philly run scheme looks unstoppable. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right, so on to the next game. Nobody in here is a Chiefs or a Jags fan on the panel. So should if I don't know if it was Agnew, but if that fumble doesn't happen, does Trevor Lawrence continue the Saturday streak?
Well, first, I'm gonna say this, Pedro. You might want to use the bathroom because I'm gonna mention Pat Mahomes real quick. But I thought that the Jags was gonna upset them boys. I did. Like you said, if that fumble didn't happen, I believe they would have won. Y'all about to have an easy game next week. I'm just letting you know that.
He was injured too.
He got injured, a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, exactly.
He was limping the whole game. One leg.
One of Mahomes' biggest thing is his mobility. Like that's his biggest calling card, his mobility and extending play. So I am interested to see how that's gonna be because if he can't like be mobile, Trey Hendrickson always was touching Mahomes every time we played them. So if he can't be mobile, it's gonna be interesting to see like once that ankle does start, cooling down and it start to swell, and they say high ankle sprains ain't nothing to play with,
And they're a multi-week healing process. It's not one and you back on it. So he definitely gonna be.
Did y'all see what? From what
I don't know.
One of the broadcasters, I think Tony Romo said high ankle sprains. He said, no, I think it wasn't Tony Romo. It was somebody during the halftime. They said when you get a high ankle sprain, depending on the degree of it, you'll most likely still be able to play that game. And then once it goes to rest, he said by Tuesday, that thing start hurting. He said by Wednesday, you'll probably be in a little air cast. And by Thursday, you probably going to be in crutches. And then he said, so, I mean, it's going to be
it get worse before it get better.
Yes,
I had a high ankle sprain in high school. It definitely gets worse before it get better.
Yeah.
So,
and then remember, soon as it happened, because if I'm not mistaken, I think it is his plant leg. He wasn't. I think one of them plays, he started throwing the ball into the ground and stuff. You know, so
I'm sure
it's gonna be interesting because he's definitely gonna be limited, but I don't know. I just can't count us as a surefire because it's still Andy Reid. He's still gonna cook up something to give us a little challenge, and we still got to deal with Chris Jones on the other side.
Yeah,
you still got to deal with Chris Jones.
Nah, it ain't gonna be that bad for y'all. I mean, I still think y'all. Oh wow, Tony Pollard reportedly needs surgery after leg injury, so that's worse than a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, it might actually be a ligament or something in his ankle.
Yeah,
is that reported now? Are you breaking news to the no? You heard it here first.
But hey, yeah. You heard it here first.
Sports Center,
Supervised Sports. I just heard from my guy on the inside. Tony Pollard reportedly needs surgery after his leg injury. So, clip this, tag us, make that go viral.
Right.
Help us out, get us to 1,000 subs. You heard that here first for sure. Nah, it ain't. Dak broke his. Dax was broken, but let's hope
it was
but I ain't gonna lie. They replayed the play. It was like he was going down. It looked it was gonna be like a regular form tackle, and then the angle said bloop. I was like, no, I'm talking about Tony Pollard.
Oh, right. But see, so this is the thing, right? I was upset about
Dax
it.
was a little bit worse.
Dax was, not a little bit, a lot. Yeah. But see, I was upset. I was upset about like the tackle, right? Because the way that he put, so all right, they put all this emphasis on the quarterbacks, but they don't put any emphasis on all these other players. He grabbed him and then he pulled backwards on him with his leg underneath. Like, that's no different than a horse collar tackle or anything. Like, if you're going to try to protect these players, like that is more concerning to me than a defensive lineman sacking a quarterback and you talking about, he dug him into the ground. Like, I mean, this is clearly showing to be a very poor form of tackling that you're getting people with serious injuries.
Y'all, it was some place where they was tackling y'all like how the Ravens be tackling us. Like it just be like, bruh, is we playing football or borderline, like trying to like do some things?
We trying to fight.
I'm like, yo, some of these tackles, they're a little bit too extra. Like even when Zeke ran out of bounds and the dude literally standing right there and chucks his shoulder, and I'm like, come on, son. Like you just seen your mans. You just seen them get a flag on y'all in the previous possession, and now you're gonna do the same thing. Like, what sense does that make?
Yeah. No, it's crazy. So you know what? Prayers up for TP, man. Hopefully everything work out for him. He heal up. That's definitely tough. I mean, I don't think it's anything crazy though. He should be able to bounce back. But you hate to see that, man. I don't know. I wasn't feeling. I mean, it was a tough game, so of course the hits was gonna be like that. But I wasn't feeling that the way when I was seeing just how they was tackling. I wasn't really feeling that. So it's unfortunate. You could tell he was seriously hurt though. Getting carted off, cleat is off. He got the towel over his head. So it's definitely rough.
I mean, I can honestly say this season showed that definitely showed that Tony Pollard is the number one running back. Like even after coming off injury next season.
I think that we knew, like, I don't think anybody in Dallas would ever deny that. Like, we knew it. I don't think anybody was saying Zeke was the number one guy, but I think Zeke still holds his importance in our offense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like you can't give TP the number one slot and Zeke is making what he's making.
Right.
But that's about to change, honestly. I mean, we could
he
really look up in
restructure.
our whole we could cut him. So our whole line, our whole running back room could look drastically different next year.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to you on the chat, we still got young dude Malik Davis that they didn't even give a shot, which I didn't understand that because Malik Davis is a quick back. So I don't understand why we didn't give him the ball to see him do anything, So it's like it's unfortunate, but Zeke is definitely going to restructure or he's just going to get cut. And I don't really think that there's much of a market out there for Zeke because he's so beat down. Like I don't think anybody's really going to give him much money. So his best bet is to just take whatever Jerry offers him and just stay in Dallas.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, like 9 out of 10. Like after the season that he's had and what Tony Pollard has showed, I think it kind of pressures him into if you want to stay a Dallas Cowboy, you need to restructure your deal or you're out of here because we have a running back that has been more productive. Because as you could even see, soon as Tony Pollard went out, now San Fran don't got to play sideline to sideline on the off tackle run. I don't even think y'all ran any off tackle runs when Zeke started. It was just straight A gaps and B gaps. I don't think it was anything off tackle because they know Zeke not gonna hit the edge and then cut it upfield and stuff like that. So
all right, Superior Minds, appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out Superior Minds. We appreciate you for rocking with us, man.
Appreciate you, big dog.
Yeah, no, it was as far as the game went, like I loved how our defense came out. I love where we at. We still need a corner. We need another cornerback. That's for sure. We definitely need that. We got Big Hankins in the middle is a problem. Like that was a huge pickup for us.
I was like, yo, who is this dude? Like Hankins he was hooping, and he was hooping for sure.
He was huge for us. So I like the direction that our defense is going in. I like LVE, honestly. I mean, a lot of Cowboys fans, they're not really big on LVE, but I like we look a lot different with that man. And even in the video that I did with my boy Wayne, he was saying that LVE was going to get exposed, and dude was out there hitting, like he was running with them. Like McCaffrey, they didn't really do nothing like big until like towards the end of the game when it was like, all right, this is basically over. But again, we was still in position. Like our defense kept stopping them. They got 2 turnovers and only got field goals off of it. So, you know what I mean? Like our team showed up, our offense didn't. It was a good game overall. Like I didn't expect much. Like y'all know my expectations for the Cowboys. Like at this point, whatever we did was just like cool. Like I'm just glad we beat Tampa, and that was good enough for me. So, the game is what it is. And we out, but y'all know me. I'm still talking my junk. I'm still talking. We still out here. We still gonna be. We still gonna be out here. Talking it up, uploading, and we still got content. It's still. Cowboys are still gonna get talked about. It's gonna come Super Bowl, and the Cowboys still gonna get talked about. So. We ain't stressing about that. Skip. Oh my God! Don't even mention that dude. Please
I ain't gonna lie, man. Shannon Sharp is gonna be all on Skip tomorrow, man. It's just gonna be unbearable for TV.
Yeah.
They said Tony Pollard broke his fibula. So.
Then that is
good news.
He up there. He definitely up there with Dak's injury.
Yeah,
that's tough, man. Like I mean, it looked bad. The league, like I said, the league got to look into that tackle. They got to look into it. I mean, I don't know what you do, but something's got to give with that. Like the way that you pull back on them like that, like it was too much. And the way the refs was. This was a referee crew that was noticed as like they're going to just let the teams play, and they got flag happy like crazy. I'm like, man, these dudes is wild. So, that's unfortunate, but, I think it'll be back, hopefully. And that's unfortunate for him too, though, in the position that he's in, because
he for sure going to get franchise tag.
He getting
He gonna
tagged
get
for
franchise,
sure.
yeah. Because
He getting
isn't
tagged.
Schultz on a franchise tag? Is he?
Schultz is on the franchise tag. I think Schultz is gone.
Okay.
I think he's gone. We literally, it's the craziest thing to me. We got one wide receiver, but we have like 4 tight ends on our team. It's the craziest thing. I don't know how it happened. We got Hendershot. We got Ferguson.
That's true. Y'all do got him.
What's
I
up,
like
Mom?
I
Hendershot.
do got a quick question. For all the teams that were in the playoffs, which team needs the most to get back there next year?
The Giants.
Okay, it was just a question.
Wait,
I would definitely say the Giants because wide
that was a
receivers
very
is not
lopsided question, though. That was a question to try to make it seem like
right. Oh yeah, that's a fact.
You
We just fell for
did,
that.
no,
I
listen,
can't believe we just fell for that.
You
I
did
can't believe
way
we just
too
fell
much
for that
talking.
crap.
You did way too much talking about your team to cop out now. Like you said,
I ain't copping out. It was just a question. That's all. A football question.
Man, we just
that's
fell
all
for
it
that
was.
crap.
I didn't fall for it. I knew exactly what that was.
I'm sweating.
That's why I stay quiet.
Because everybody's saying, well, we need a wide receiver. We need this. We need 3 wide receivers. We need a tight end. We need 3 offensive linemen. Like,
no, but I mean, that's what the offseason is here for. Like, I mean, unfortunately for us, like, we only got 1 first-round draft pick. That kind of sucks. But, I mean, I think we're going to play it right. Like, I think it'll be stupid of us, right? I think Dalton Schultz signed a franchise tag for like $18 million, right? It would be stupid of us to give him that type of money when we could get that production out of cheaper tight ends. You know what I mean? Like, I love Schultz. I'd love to have him. But at the end of the day, like, we need more important positions than our tight end. Like, we have other positions. So, you know, especially if you get
the new wide receiver.
It is. No lie. I mean, Schultz is Dak's favorite target. So, you know, I definitely see that. But if it's me, I'm letting him go. Unless he want to come in for a team-friendly deal, I'm letting him roll, and we spend our money elsewhere because we got holes, man.
Do you think that they're gonna give Dak Prescott any type of say in that, like how they might do with Lamar Jackson or somebody else?
No. Dak hasn't proved himself enough to. I mean, this is the thing though. They know it, right? Like Dak's performance is it's really coming off the fact that he doesn't have a receiving crew. Like, you got to look at it. He's forcing throws when the receivers don't have separation. You look at a lot of these other teams, like look at Joe Burrow. His receivers are open. Like, he's throwing the ball and they're open. You know what I mean? Like, Dak is throwing into double coverage. So it's like, nah, you got to get somebody else.
Speaking of tight ends, I ain't gonna lie, man. I hope. I don't know what got to happen. I'm just hoping Hayden Hurst be like, you know what? Team-friendly deal for Cincinnati. Because Joe Burrow has like...
I could see that. Joe
happening. Burrow, his first 2 seasons, even last year, we didn't even hit CJ Uzomah as much as we hit Hayden Hurst. Like, we legit run plays for Hayden Hurst, like tight end. So I'm like, even like all season, Hayden Hurst blessing me in fantasy, like blessing me, right? So I'm just like, man, like, what's the best way to combat cover 2? You get you an uber athletic tight end where safeties don't want to come up and hit him, and he'll be uber athletic to make plays on linebackers. That's the best way to combat the cover 2 shells that we've seen. And it's just like, it's just like one of them things where it's like, all right, now that they're clicking, like him and Hayden Hurst, they're on the same page. I just hope, like, when we re-sign Burrow this offseason, re-sign T. Higgins, potentially re-sign Logan Wilson, that somehow
I could see that happening in Cincy, though, because, like, I mean, if you look at a lot of these other teams, these dudes is like, we're not really competing for a Super Bowl. I'm going to get paid, right? But, like, in Cincy, like, y'all obviously showing that y'all going to be in the Super Bowl conversation every year. So if these dudes really want, like, they like, yo, let me get my Super Bowl, then I'll go get paid. Like, these dudes going to have good careers. Like, tight ends, most tight ends have very long careers. So he'll be able to get, paid. if it's me, like I'm rocking with y'all. Like, yo, let's see what we can really make happen instead of blowing this whole thing up. So I could see that happening. I could definitely.
Well, this will be his 6th year though. So is he going to? One second. I mean, is he going to? He's I don't want to say he's getting older, but he's an older tight end. He's been around the league. He's been with Baltimore for 2 years. Been with Atlanta for 2 years. He's been with you. This is his first year, so this is coming up to his 2nd year. So I mean, obviously he's willing to go wherever the money is. So maybe he won't stay with you guys. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's a fact.
I can see that
because I mean he's about to be 30, so that does make sense. If I'm about to be 30, whether we win the Super Bowl or not, it was a good run, Cincinnati. I might got to go get this paper because my family gonna need me. Because after I probably only got about 2 good years left.
Right.
So
I
definitely see your point though.
But with that being said, too, like, oh my bad. But with that being said, though, he is one of those tight ends that the tight end is evolving too. You know what I mean?
That's true too. Because Kelsey,
you know what I mean?
He gonna be around for a minute. Like,
which is crazy. Because you think he's gonna be like declining soon, but no, he is clearly not.
No.
You know what I mean?
Kelsey,
I can see Pat Fryermuth being the same way. I don't like that he played for the Steelers, but I'm like he's effective. Like he's effective.
Yeah.
So
so y'all tell me this. So the next 2 matchups we got what? Kansas City versus the Bengals. Somebody got feedback. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, but we good now. We good.
Okay. So you got Kansas City versus the Bengals. You got Philly versus San Fran. Like, who y'all rolling with?
I mean, well, by default, got to roll with who they.
Yeah.
But to beat Patrick Mahomes 4 times in a row, it just don't. Even if he injured, I can't fathom that thought. So I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stay with my NFC team. I still got San Fran going all the way.
Okay.
Just because that's who I picked at the beginning of this whole thing. You know what I mean? It's scary the way Eagles offense did look yesterday, and I don't even think they were doing it with 100% power. You know what I mean? They ran them up and then they just pasted it out the rest of the time.
Dog walked him.
But with that being said, I mean, San Fran does have the number 1 in turnovers, their defense. So, and they always say defense wins championships. So I'm gonna stick with San Fran, and then with that, we've already said it with Patrick Mahomes' injury, I have to go with Houday. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think on the flip side, like I was just saying, Cincy's offense is just unstoppable. Like, I would love to see Cincy and Eagles and just see those 2 powerhouses of offense. That would be some NFL storyline stuff. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that's going to happen, to be honest with you. So that's my pick.
And I think that would be the first time there's 2 black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl facing off. If I'm not mistaken, if that happens.
Wait, did you just say 2 black quarterbacks
facing off in the Super? Pat Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. If them 2 make it,
I'm thinking
he was talking about Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow, because Pedro literally just said, "I got the Bengals," and he just says that. So I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Hey,
just because his nickname is right, just because his nickname is Joe Shiesty.
He got a little hood. He got a little hood.
Where you going with this one?
Yeah. So Bonner, who you got?
So the bias in me wants to pick the Eagles, but I don't. The Eagles defense is good, so I think the Eagles will go because they beat the Giants. So any team that beat the Giants is going to the Super Bowl. It's like at that point in time, we already do that. But I have the Bengals going to the Super Bowl now because, like Pedro said, man, Pat Mahomes is hurt. They're about to bring that heat early to try to just get to him.
So you picking who is your NFC? Because that didn't sound definitive. Are you picking the Eagles?
I'm picking the Eagles.
Oh, all right. Well, why would that be a biased pick?
It's the Eagles. The heck?
That's
arguable. It's the Eagles. Like, do you not this? Come on.
All right.
But they beat the Giants, so I don't see how they can't win it. But that's my two teams.
Okay.
Wait, so the barometer meter for that was the fact that they beat the Giants.
Absolutely.
Copy. Okay.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. Like Quez told him in that video, you had some very interesting takes there.
We just lost 2 subscribers because of that view. All right, I just want to throw it out there.
Channel is suffering now.
Unsubscribe.
I think we got 2.
Right.
We gained some.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm still. My Super Bowl pick is still Cincy versus Philly. So I mean, I've been rocking with Philly for the whole year. Like once I really saw how they started the first couple of weeks, I'm like, yo, like they're gonna be a tough team to beat. And I mean, they kind of showed it. They stuck through it. So I'm rolling with them. I'm rolling with. Somebody said he has a great point. Who has a great point? They talking about the bonnet?
Of course.
This must be a Giants fan.
Jalen.
Somebody said he has a great point. You got to expound on that.
We got to elaborate a little bit on that, my brother.
Yeah, we need to know what you're talking about. Yeah, so it's overall though. I mean, I think we got what we were looking for. We got some really good football. Like so all right, I got another question for y'all because this came up.
Yes, I told you.
He is agreeing. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's why he spelled your name wrong. So this came up, and I want to hear y'all thoughts on this. So while the Giants were getting whooped on national television, the conversation came up. So I said, listen, I just pray that no matter what, that even if Dallas loses, I just don't want to get aired out. The Bonnet said, I'd rather get aired out than lose a close game.
Out.
So what's your thought on that? Would you rather get aired out or would you rather just lose a tough game?
I'd rather lose a tough game. Just because for me, at least, although it's not valid, you have an argument contextually. You know, you could say, you know, a certain play went this way, a certain play went that way. It's just like if you get blown out, it's kind of like
there's nothing you can say. You can't blame the refs. You can't blame nobody.
Yeah, but I would rather hang my hat on wanting to blame the refs, a call, a missed play, or whatever, than not having a chance at all. It's just like people ask me, why would you be happy that the Bengals went to the Super Bowl and y'all lost? Well, we had a chance. Like you don't get a chance like this all the time. Like
That's such a stupid question.
Yeah, so I'd rather have a chance than
they probably looking at it as, you know, because some teams have went like 4 times and haven't won one. So they're like, what's even the point of doing that? That's probably why somebody might say that.
You know what the point is? Them game checks. That's what the point. Some of them dudes are sitting at home not collecting no checks. They went to them Super Bowls and they collected them game checks. So it don't matter. If you ain't made the playoffs, you really don't even got nothing to talk about. Now you got some people out here picking different teams now. They fans of whole other organizations in the playoffs. So that's crazy. Hey, Pedro, what's your thoughts?
That boy Ramon find every chance to throw a shot at Pedro.
Right. Yeah. He's talking about something.
No, that's what happened.
30 years ago. We bringing up stuff from 30 years ago. That's what we're doing right now.
Y'all haven't been back since. But okay.
Pedro, would you rather a blowout loss? Would you rather a blowout loss or would you rather a close game?
And you know what the messed up part was? I was legit going into this conversation going to agree with Ramon. But nah. So with being a Bills fan, so obviously we played the past 2 years in the divisional round, unlike the Giants. But we
All right.
So last year we had the 13-second issue, and that hurt a million times more than this game today.
Yeah.
I was devastated with that 13-second because
Right,
yes, we could have just
like 2 weeks.
okay. So 13 seconds, we had that whole issue, and so that like you can pinpoint, yes, this is what we did wrong, and that still messed up. With today's game, it was just a whole. It felt like the whole culture was just like, or the energy, like all the whole energy and everything was just completely off. So that personally, I would rather have a game like this where like it is what it is. We trash from the start. Let's keep it pushing, opposed to having it last second just ripped out from us. That's just me personally. Call it a loser's mentality. Call it what it is. But that's just.
Nah, I mean, everybody, deserve their opinion. For me, I'd much rather a game like what we just had, like the whole night. I mean, up until like the last 5 minutes, the whole night, like we on the edge of our seat, like we in it, we cheering because we in the game.
Great.
Like,
but you can't tell me though that very last second, it didn't hurt just that much more with it being ripped out of your hands. You know what I mean? Like that's what.
Yeah, but for me, think about how many like moments in the NFL where one last play had happened.
Oh, 100%.
Hail Murray.
Hail Murray. Who was that against?
It was against the Bills. What's the name? Santonio Holmes catch in the back of the end zone.
In the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl, right?
That one.
All of these plays that has happened through history where it's just like, yo, if we have a chance to win, I trust that my guy gonna make a chance. I'm gonna make a play. I don't know. That's me because there's too many moments in history.
You're right.
Where we're like,
Eli Manning marching down in the Super Bowl 2 times, game-winning drive. You're right. I can see.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue. I haven't been to a parade yet, so I can't argue that.
Yeah.
We can't. Only one person here has been to a parade, but we can continue though.
How many total Super Bowls y'all got?
Hey, Austin. How much Super Bowls y'all got?
Yeah.
That boy deflected.
You said only one person's won a Super Bowl in this chat?
No, only one person has been to a parade. That's also because he's 49 years old, so it makes sense that he would have been able to go to a parade. It's all good. At the end of the day, Dallas still got more than y'all, so we good. We got the most Super Bowls in this whole little circle right here. So you and your little 2 wimpy ones.
That ain't much. We got 4. We got 4, not 2.
Mm-hmm.
We got 4. But shoot, me and your team is the only one that has Super Bowls in here. No pun intended. But so you ain't adding up nothing. You added up one team.
He's shooting at y'all.
Nah, I'm just talking facts. Saying his shots. It's facts.
Listen. I'm not focused on the path. I'm moving forward. Okay.
Yes. There you go.
All right.
There you go.
All right. I'm moving forward.
Absolutely. And that's what it's all about. Like, I mean, honestly, the whole past Super Bowl conversation is a cop out.
Right.
When your team isn't doing nothing right now, like I just respect when your team is in it. Let's talk about it. Let's be real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my thing is, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. If Buffalo fought a tough game, I'll be like, yo, Buffalo fought a tough game. They didn't. Like, I'm going to keep it 100, right? If Giants actually competed in that game, I'm going to be like, yo, it was a good game.
We weren't
They did it, you know? So you just, and then as much as it hurts us as fans, because at the end of the day, that's what we are, you know, we got to still be able to keep it 100. Like, one thing I won't ever do, no matter how much I hate a team, I'm going to give their team their respect. Like, yo, Philly, you know, boom, they won, or whoever. Like San Fran, I'm not gonna hate on them. They beat us, right? Like, I'm not gonna, as much as I can talk junk, like I'm gonna still give them credit. They beat us. They were the better team. They deserve to move forward. Now, with that being said, I'm still gonna have my opinions on do I think they're gonna, keep winning, and I don't. But as long as we keep it real, like that's what matters. Jimmy
Like,
G is coming back. That's
I
even
want
worse
the
for them.
Bengals to win it. I want the Bengals to win it all. That's who I want to win it all, so that my boy could feel how I felt.
Look,
Just to experience your team winning. Like, your team have one. Yes, it was a while ago, but at least y'all got one. Johnny got his 3 years ago.
Yeah, fact.
So now it's only right. And then a few years later, Pedro, I hope y'all get one. But
I think Buffalo, they still in it. Like I pray that y'all do what's right and like get Josh Allen some help, because you can't expect that man to just keep going in the direction.
Man.
Yo, to be honest, man, when it comes to the Bills, Bengals, and Chiefs, that's gonna alternate every year. I feel like it's gonna be a toss up between every year, because like if you think about it, if you think about it, last year the Chiefs would have had to be Buffalo and the Bengals just to get to the Super Bowl. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs could come out and beat us, and then literally for the next couple of years, it'll literally be whoever don't have to play the other team and just play in the division. In the conference championship is most likely going to go to the Super Bowl. So unless the Bengals come out and beat the Chiefs, and then they would have been beating the 2 games on the road. Until then, who knows what it might be for the next couple of years.
Like the AFC is going to go through those 3 teams. The AFC is going through the Bengals, the Bills, and the Chiefs. Like, at least y'all can hold your head on that, right? Like, the Giants, no, they're not even in the conversation. Like, Ramon, keep it 100.
But look, I will say this, just to comment on like what you were saying about like, not using the past as a cop-out. Listen, I've experienced the heartaches of seeing Carson Palmer get injured versus Steelers. I've seen AJ McCarron have to come in and we don't even get the dub. I done seen Andy Dalton, try to get his best to get a playoff win and struggle year after year after year. I got number 9. So as long as I got him, I'm talking my junk until our next quarterback, because I've never felt like this as a fan. I've never felt like I've never had this feeling before. It's 100% a great feeling. It's just like when you got that guy at your quarterback position where you like, yo, I'm rocking with him no matter what. It doesn't matter who I'm playing. I believe in my guy. That's how I feel about Joe Burrow. Like I told you, I'm a Jehovah Witness when it comes to Joe Burrow.
I mean, like Pedro, if I'm you, I'm still holding strong. Like you still have
Josh
one of the
Allen
best
is a top quarterback in the league.
Yeah, he's top 5.
Like you said, the playoffs is going to run between us, Bills, and the Chiefs. One year, somebody might have a certain scheme that just works against. Like, if you think about it, for the next couple of years, our 3 teams is going to be drafting to beat each other, not the division.
100%.
We're going to be drafted to beat each other.
Yeah. You know what's funny about this conversation in the AFC? No one's even talking about the New England Patriots. There's somebody that's rolling off in this chat about the New England Patriots, but nobody else is talking about them.
Now, but
we already talked about
back to that division.
What you said, P?
Nah, none. Tom Brady is not. I think he's not coming back to this division though, Ramon.
No.
You're saying Miami. I know a lot of people are saying Miami.
I mean, look, Patriots fans can say whatever they gotta say. They can bring up the past all they want. As of right now, they gotta watch you. They gotta watch you. They gotta watch you.
With that being said, I think you guys or the AFC, both AFC and NFC East, we have the next at least 5-6 years is gonna be a tough division. You know what I mean? It's not like when I'll give you a little praise, Patriots fan. You know what I mean? When Tom Brady was there, they were running away with it every single year. I'm not saying the Bills are going to run away with it every year, because we clearly saw what Miami did this year, what the Jets look like they're going to be. Miami or New England whatever. But yeah, and same thing with the East or NFC East.
NFC East.
Yeah, the NFC East hasn't had a division winner back to back in years.
Oh yeah, it's always changing. It's always changing.
Always changing.
Every year it seems like there's I haven't seen the Giants be the divisional winners in a very long time, but other than that,
True.
Hey, look, I gotta deal with Deshaun Watson next year. I mean, it ain't no cakewalk over there because it's just like you said. I mean, it's gonna be the divisions are tough. At the end of the day,
and they're gonna have Pickett right next year.
Oh yeah. Pickett is gonna be tough too. Pickett is definitely gonna be tough.
The amount of comeback drives he did to win in the fourth quarter this season.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shoot.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting next year, man. But I mean, this year ain't over, right? Like we still like we said, we still here. We still gonna be out here. We still chopping it up. Like the content is still gonna keep rolling. Some of us just talking off season a little sooner than others, but we still in here. So I think overall this was good. This was a good weekend. Really good football. Shout out to the Cincinnati Bengals. They still rolling. We shouting out teams in this group. So shout out to them for still rolling. And listen, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We appreciate y'all. This is the Super Bias Sports Show, a place where a fan could be a fan no matter how biased their takes are. So we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and to fifth year, tune in. Tune in.
See me now.
We're gonna be doing some live streams still. We got content dropping. So we appreciate y'all. So it's your boy Tea Time, AFC Borough the Bonnet, and it is what it is. We are out of here. Peace.
Deuces.